Okay, pakinggan po natin ang presko ng depensa ni Sara Duterte at ng House Prosecution. Unahan po natin ang presko ng House Prosecution. Maganda po to. At susunod natin yung presko ng depensa para updated po tayo sa impeachment.
Conference.
Last question na lang po. Ma'am, could you describe how vital the pre-trial conference is when it comes to shoring up or bolstering the prosecution team's case sa magiging trial po ni Vice President Sara Duterte?
This is very significant. Ito pong pre-trial order na ito ay pinagkasunduan ng dalawang parties, the defense and the prosecution, with, of course, the intervention of the impeachment court. This is supposed to serve as the blueprint, the guide, the roadmap in the upcoming impeachment trial. In other words, matters which were not incorporated in the pre-trial order cannot be presented during the trial. By pinagkasunduan, what we meant is with respect to the trial that will happen, matters which can be agreed upon by the parties are included in the PTO, and matters which cannot be agreed upon by the parties are considered as disputed issues and controversies, and they should be included as well in the
Yes.
pre-trial order. As to the significance, mahalaga po ito dahil ito dapat ang susundin sa paglilitis na gaganapin. Ang mga ebidensya na hindi naisama sa pre-trial order as a general rule ay hindi pwedeng ipresenta during the trial.
Thank you po.
Good morning po, Kongs. Kay Kong Jervil po. Kong Jervil, in your previous interview, sinabi niyo po na po pwedeng tumagal yung impeachment trial ng 3 months. Nananatili po ba itong timeline na
Ayos yun, 3 months, no? 3 months tayo magchichismisan. Ayos, no? 3 months, man. 3 months tayo magchichismisan neto, man. Aray ko.
or there is a possibility to mas mapahaba pa po yung paglilitis?
If I will consider the number of witnesses and exhibits of both parties, mukhang hindi kakayanin ng hanggang September lang.
Hoy,
But nevertheless, the number of trial dates for the prosecution and the defense,
ako din ang tingin ko, if I will consider the number of likes, mukhang hindi kakayanin. Tingin nyo. Aray ko. Ako din mga kababayan, if I will consider the number of likes in this live stream, mukhang hindi kakayanin. O, kita mo, gumalaw. Kasi sabi ko sa iyo, if I will consider eh. Like na kayo. Diba? Mag-like kayo. Para makonsider tayo, pusang ina oh.
is subject to the discretion of the impeachment court. So it will be the impeachment court who will have the final say
Yes.
kung ilan ang trial dates na ipagkakaloob sa prosecution.
Oh,
In the same way, kung ilan ang trial dates na ipagkakaloob sa depensa.
nako. Wala,
Pero
matagal-tagal pala.
nag-reflect na po ito dun po sa ibinigay
Matagal-tagal po pala, hindi lang 3 buwan, matagal-tagal.
niyo pong trial date sa impeachment court, yung more than 3 months.
We submitted our list of witnesses and documents, including the possible number of trial dates. But of course, it is subject to it is submitted for the resolution of the impeachment court as to how many trial dates will be provided to us. You can raise questions to our legal spokesperson.
Yes. Yes.
Sorry, just to add to that, no, the prosecution asked for 62 trial dates, and the defense asked for 30. So
30?
30 trial dates.
Trial dates.
62 trial dates for the prosecution and 30 for the defense. No. But of course, this could change during trial. No. It doesn't necessarily mean that we will need 62 days, for example, no, because if the court would allow us to present, for example, 2 witnesses per day, then it will be shorter. So it will depend on how it will actually unfold during the trial.
Grabe, 62 trial dates, 30 sa depensa. Pero magbabago po kayo yun eh, kasi pag may pinakuha po mga ebidensya, pinasampi na maghihintay po hanggang di pa nakakarating yung witness, hindi magsisimula yung trial. Maaari po may pagbabago pa dyan. No? Ba, matagal talaga.
Yung 62 trial dates, yun po is to present your evidence and witnesses.
That's correct.
Okay po. Today po yung deadline po sa both camps to file their comments on the stipulation process. May we know what is the gist?
Yes, about that issue, maybe if I could just clarify, because it was asked a while ago. So, during the pre-trial conference, there was initially an attempt to discuss each and every proposed stipulation. But to abbreviate the proceedings, and which is exactly what we wanted also, the clerk of court allowed the parties to just file their written comments, and counter proposals to each other's proposals for stipulation. And we're happy that that happened. Otherwise, baka hanggang ngayon hindi pa kami nakapag-start ng marking. So that's one thing. As to the submissions of the parties, let's just wait for that. Both parties will comply with the deadline within the day.
Just to clarify, may kalaki po bang motion? Yun pong comment nyo po sa stipulation process. Any motion?
No, it's just a compliance to the clerk of court's directive to file our comments or any counter stipulations to their own proposals for stipulations.
Right, sorry. Last na lang po. Just for soundbite purposes po, 62 trial dates ang pong nilatag ng prosecution panel, while 30 trial dates ang defense. Why?
Because of the number of witnesses that we've identified in our respective pre-trial briefs. But you will note that in their pre-trial brief, because they've adopted most of our own witnesses, they actually listed 97 witnesses. So it's also a question if how come they listed 97 witnesses but they only asked for 30 trial dates. Maybe this is an indication that there's really no intention to produce all of those witnesses. But of course, we don't want to preempt what actions they would want to do. Yeah. So just So just to be more specific, for the common witnesses, there are 16 named common witnesses, and there are 35 unnamed. What do we mean by unnamed? Because in their pre-trial brief, you would see there that there are a lot of witnesses which were not actually named. For example, 6 or 7 representatives from the Office of the Vice President, 3 representatives from the BIR. So meaning, but on our part, we identified particular officials or officers from the offices. But so common would be 51, both named and unnamed. Okay. And I'll also add, since about that point, for the exhibits, we have 248 common exhibits, meaning 248 out of the 276 exhibits of the prosecution were basically copied also in their pre-trial brief, or listed also as their evidence.
Pwede pong mag-clarify, sir. Mabilis lang po na clarification. Yung 62 trial dates, yun po ang proposal nyo. Tapos yung defense, yun ang proposal na 30.
Yeah, that's correct. But as pointed out by Kong Jinky a while ago, in the end, that will depend on the impeachment court's discretion. So those are the dates that we asked for. And we will see in the pretrial order, once it's issued, the actual number of dates that will be allocated to each party.
Hello po.
Good up.
Good morning. I'm Lance from Newswatch Plus. Kay Attorney Tolosa po, no? Sir, earlier you mentioned po that the defense during the pretrial conference raised a concern on the threshold for conviction. Tama po ba? Can you just elaborate or kung ano po yung pwede niyong ibahagi sa amin? Ano po ba yung naging issue ng defense doon sa threshold for conviction? And for the prosecution team, ano po yung buong posisyon ng prosecution? Should it be lowered now to 15? Kasi as I remember yung sabi ni Congressman Jinky last time, for her personal opinion, it should be lowered to 15 dahil 22 yung votes, 22 yung nasa coercive powers. Pero yung position po ng prosecution, ano po yung position natin?
Okay. First, no, at the start of the pretrial conference, there was an attempt from the defense to pose this issue as something that should be tackled before we could proceed with the pretrial conference itself. But as I've mentioned a while ago, that was quickly shut down by Kong Luistro by pointing out, no, that's not a matter that could be decided by the clerk of court, no, and it should not be used to delay the pretrial conference, no. As to our position on that, this is, as I hope you'll understand, no, since it's possible that this is an issue that may come up during the proceedings, no, it will not be proper for us to talk about it at this point. But what I can say, no, is that the intention of the prosecution is to make sure that we'll be able to establish a compelling case backed by overwhelming evidence, such that regardless of how this 2/3 requirement will be interpreted, we will be able to secure it.
Another question lang po. Everything will come out naman po on the pre-trial order, but are you allowed to share right now kung ano po yung at least preferred?
Alam niyo, maganda na nalaman po natin to eh, kasi para alam natin yung mangyayari. Di ba? Alam natin yung mangyayari. Tsaka ito nga po, nagkakausap po sila. Pakita ko lang po sa inyo. Nagkakausap po yan. Pakita po natin yung mga... ayan po. Ayan po nangyayari sa loob ng pre-trial conference. Diba? Nagkakausap sila na yan po talaga, yan talaga ang pinakamalupit dyan, Attorney Lorna Kapunan eh. No?
Ayaw niya nga sa akin.
Nakaka-excite, no? Nakaka-excite, no? Oo, abogado dati to ni Atong Ang po. Abogado po dati ni Atong Ang to, kaso, nung nalaman niya na po na hindi po talaga ano yung kay Atong Ang, binitawan niya po. O, dito naman po tayo sa depensa. Dahil lang.
Siyempre, marami talagang mga dokumento. So we're anticipating baka, of course, without saying exactly, kung kaya, siyempre gusto nating mapabilis, but we're anticipating baka umabot tayo ng Thursday sa marking. Yun naman talagang schedule actually. If you notice dun sa naging unang schedule ng pre-trial, talagang from June 18 to June 25 siya, no? So hopefully matapos namin as soon as possible. I think both parties naman, both the defense and the prosecution, gusto naman namin dalawa na mapabilis at matapos na to para makapag-prepare din kami for trial itself. But just with the voluminous documents, I think we're looking at Thursday. Yung dalawang natitira, actually, marami talagang documents yan. Both Article 1 and Article 2, which is yung confidential funds na issue and as well as yung unexplained wealth daw na issue.
Anong klaseng documents po ito? How would you describe?
Several documents talaga. Lahat naman po, from COA reports to acknowledgement receipts to SAL-ends. Yung hindi naman po bago to, nakita nyo na to dahil present na rin naman to sa Committee on Justice. But syempre dito, minamark kasi natin yan, each document. So, marking kasi is really for identification purposes. Para pagdating sa trial, madali na ma-identify yung kung anong exhibit yun, di ba? Exhibit 1, Exhibit 2, ganun naman po yun. So, we're marking all of the documents.
Attorney, kasama po dito yung 28 documentary evidence na pinapatanggal ninyo dun sa inyong answer ng June 1.
Well, sa prosecution kasi yan, yung mga documents na yan. So, minamarkan naman lahat ng documents. Kasi nga, this is not about we're not admitting to anything dito sa marking, That's very clear under the rules. Wala pong admission dito, walang admission of authenticity, hindi admission on admissibility of the document itself. Ito po ay purely for identification purposes lamang, marking lang.
Manifestation ninyo na ito ay tanggalin wala?
Sa ngayon po wala tayong ginagawang manifestation because this is again purely marking.
So wala kayong binablock na anything, sir?
Wala po. Wala tayong binablock. Kahit naman sila.
Sir, may manifestation po yung prosecution panel. Sabi po nila kasi yung defense team po failed to comply with the guidelines for the pre-trial.
Yan.
Hindi nyo raw po kasi ni-specify sa summary ninyo yung mga intended witnesses nyo. In-adopt po ng mga witnesses then from the prosecution panel and they said po, sabi niya, as we've explained, they failed to comply with that because instead of providing a summary, they just indicated the general purpose, which is to disprove the allegations in the article.
Well, they can file the manifestation. That's well within their prerogative and we will respond accordingly to that manifestation.
Sir, pero bakit
Mga ano kasi yan ang ano ng depensa, syempre depensa sila Diba? Didepensa nila si Sara na magnanakaw po. Ang mahirap niyan, ang gagawin naman nila niyan, puro technicalities yan. Aray ko! Technicalities. Kasi, hawak po ng prosecution yung mga ebidensya. So, i-questionin nila yan. Paano mo nasabi? Gaganon lang yun Ba't kailangan isama yan? Ba't kailangan i-ano yan? Paano mo nasabi yan? Aray ko. Puro gano'n na lang yan Puro babanatan ng technicalities po yan ng depensa. Kasi nga po, kung tutuusin, si Sara po magnanakaw po talaga Kaso, kailangan po tayo dumaan dito sa impeachment trial para po mabulat-lat lahat. Ang gagawin ng depensa, kung maaari nilang tapyasan, di ba? Tapyasan nila yung ebidensyang ganito, wag na isama. Gagawin nila yan as technicalities para bumagba po yung tsansa ng probable na pagpapatunay dito po sa pagnanakaw ni Sara. Kaya puro pagdidelay, puro technicalities ang gagawin ng depensa dyan. Ganyan, puro pagko-question, kung nararapat ba bang isama yan, nararapat ba bang talakayin yan, yung mga ganyan-ganon yan Aray ko!
Paano bang adopt? Hindi ko kasi maintindihan adopt. Sabay naman kaming nag-submit ng pre-trial brief, So, I don't see why it's being called mirroring or adopting. But again, if that's well within the prerogative of the prosecution to file their manifestation. If they do, and if we are asked to comment, we will comment.
You will provide a specific summary po?
No, we will comment on their manifestation.
Sir, dun sa executive summary niyo, you mentioned about that this case should be dismissed. Will you actually move for that, and when is the right time for that, sir?
Well, yan yung mga affirmative defenses, And in any trial naman, kahit sa RTC, before trial proper starts, a ruling must be made on the affirmative defenses. So we'll see. That's something that we should ask the impeachment court, kung kailan yung affirmative defenses. We'll just comply with whatever happens.
Sir, kanina po the prosecution panel shared their preferred sequence for the order of presentation. Gusto po nilang unahin yung grave threats or yung assassination, then last po yung unexplained wealth.
Apo.
Your comments, sir?
That's well within the prerogative naman po of the prosecution. Let's be fair. Kami sa defense, we just want to be objective. Yan naman po ay prerogative o prerogatiba ng prosecution kung
Oo.
gusto nilang unahin. Ang sa amin lang naman po, we are just requesting for disclosure kung ano yung uunahin nila na articles. Yun lang naman po.
So you agree with that?
Wala naman po, well, it's not about agreeing or not agreeing. That is well within their prerogative. Kumbaga, nasa kanila po yan. And tayo po, ang gusto lang natin is ma-disclose kung ano yung magiging order para sa aming kaalaman, that's part of due process. No? So, ganun lang naman po yun. But I don't see anything wrong with that.
Sir, may comment ba kayo doon sa nauna nang sinabi ni ibang spokes ng Prosec na tunog lata yung pre-trial brief ninyo, wala naman daw po talaga in general denial na ang mga ita.
Ako, I always respect ang aming mga opposing counsel. If that's their opinion, that's their opinion. Pero sa atin, no, syempre, we have a differing position on the matter. Sa tunog lata, I don't want to engage in something like that. Thank you.
Sir, VP will attend the trial.
Again, parati namin sinasabi kung kinakailangan.
Last two po.
Tunog lata naman talaga eh. Wala naman laman eh. Aray ko. Diba? Sabi po kasi tunog lata. Wala pong laman eh. Wala pong laman yung argumento ng depensa eh.
Sabi ni Congressman Jervin kanina, kaugnay dun sa pinapatanggal yung mga documentary evidence, bahagi daw talaga ng proseso yung pagsusumite ng mga ebidensya kahit kasama pa siya dun sa nabasurang complaint ng impeachment.
Ano pong nabasurang complaint? Hindi po ako masyadong familiar.
Di ba yung 28 na documentary evidence ninyo, sabi ninyo, kinuha nila dun sa mga hindi nasama na impeachment complaints.
Hindi po yan yung argumento namin dyan. I think nagkakaroon tayo ng misunderstanding. Ang argumento po namin dyan ay hindi po siya naka-attach. Wala, kumbaga, bunso po siya nung sinasabi nga namin na naging proseso which we are questioning before the Supreme Court, no? So, ngayon yung pagmamarka, I agree. Nasa proseso lang naman. Kasi again, identification purposes lang po ito. So, wala naman pong mali sa sinabi ni Representative Luistro.
So,
No, na,
i-gate niyo pagdating ng trial property.
sorry po.
Pero i-gate niyo yung pagbasura sa trial property.
Again, that is part of our affirmative defenses. So, pag-uusapan po yan definitely. Pag-uusapan po yan.
Sir, regarding yung issue po na ni-raise nyo sa pre-trial brief po ninyo na huwag nga po isama yung mga evidence na nakuha na doon sa Committee on Justice hearing
Opo.
kapag hindi po attached doon sa Sabalian and Cabrera complaint. Sabi po nila rito ng mga prosecutors, wala naman pong constitutional or any legal basis itong inyong mga
Apo.
request.
Number one, I am not here to discuss the merits of the case. As you know, under Rule 18 of the Rules on Impeachment sa Senado, no, hindi po tayo pwede mag-discuss ng merits because it's considered sub judice. Pangalawa, kung ano man po ang isasagot namin dyan sa comment na yan, with all due respect again, because nirerespeto ko po talaga ang ating opposing counsels at ang ating mga public prosecutors.
Walang kwenta siya sa mo, Powa. Aray ko. Puro. Diba? Yan po Yan po ang press conference ng depensa at opensa. Ang prosecutor, kailangan lang po natin malaman kasi yan eh. Para mag-ready na po tayo sa July 6 na narapit na impeachment.
ka para lang kay Sara. Taong bayan hindi inisip.